so many guitar upgrades available to us on the aftermarket, but one of the most common and probably most satisfying is the pickup swap. But with so many options out there, it can be overwhelming. Just deciding between passive and active pickups could be a whole video topic in itself. And I'm assuming if you clicked on this video, then you already know what pickups we're going to be upgrading my Ibanez 7321 with today, and that is a set of Fishman Fluence Tim Henson 7-string pickups. You probably are, but for those who aren't familiar with Tim Henson, no, he's not Jim Henson's son. He's a modern-day guitar virtuoso, or at least I would describe him that way, from the band 𝗏𝗏𝗶𝗹, who has branded himself the worst, with a 6. Now, I'm not sure, I wasn't able to find a definitive answer on this, but my guess is that he did this as a way to poke fun at the online hate he and the band receive. Because, for whatever reason, 𝗏𝗏𝗶𝗹 gets plenty of hate. And looking at the guy, I can totally understand why. He's a very attractive man that can also out-shred probably any guitar player you can think of. I'm sure that, coupled with his fashion style that looks like it was copy and pasted from Shein, makes a lot of middle-aged caveman riff lords insecure. He's basically an OP Dex build with maxed out intelligence and arcane. Seems totally unfair, but life isn't fair. He also has a very unique playing style that's informed by a vast variety of music. Like, for example, I saw a video where he was talking about writing using an arpeggiator and MIDI to come up with song ideas. Something that I think is really forward-thinking, probably aids to his unique style. And despite how you may or may not feel about any of that, I think you can objectively say that he and his band 𝗏𝗏𝗶𝗹 are really pushing guitar playing to the limit and really introducing guitar playing to the next generation of guitar virtuosos. And I think they deserve a lot of credit for that. So that's who Tim Henson is. That's the deal with the worst. Can we just go to the pickups now? All right, so let's see what is inside this box, what you get when you order these pickups. The world's tiniest knife for this. What are you gonna do? Here we go, whoa. I have multiple things in here. Okay, they sent me 2 sets. Huh, was not expecting that. But here we have a white signature set and a black signature set, so that you can match them to whatever guitar that you decide you want to put these in. You know, I'm kind of vibing with the white ones. I have a black guitar I'm going to put these in. I think the white ones will go nicely in there. The Fishman Fluence Tim Henson Signature Series 7-string pickups are a set of active 𝐒𝐏𝐄𝐒𝐈𝐀𝐋 pickups that can cover a vast landscape of tonal variety. They have 3 different voicing options that can be toggled using the included push-pull knobs. Voice 1 is a modern full range sort of sound, Voice 2 is a more classic, almost acoustic style sound, and Voice 3 is like a single coil on steroids. The pickup comes with push-pull pots, wires, cables, springs, and screws, everything you need to replace your current pickup set. It even comes with this little drill bit. Now, with that said, some of the wiring configurations will require an additional 4-pole 5-way switch if you want all of the options that come with that configuration. But there are several different configurations to fit many guitars and styles, and I would highly recommend looking at Fishman Fluence's installation guides online before you get started. So let's see what we have here in the box. We have the pickups. Clearly, you would expect the pickups to be in the box, right? We have an advertisement for some merch. The install guide and the user guide. And then we also have this installation kit here, so we have the wiring harness, a new input jack, all sorts of stuff here. Capacitors. We also have the additional pots, so really everything you need to install this pickup set besides like a soldering iron. And by the way, these are active pickups. They do require a 9-volt power supply, just FYI. I'm really stoked to install these and check these out. It's a little bit above my pay grade, a little bit outside my wheelhouse, so I'm gonna have to get some help on that. The guitar that I am installing them in currently has Fishman Fluence modern pickups in it. If you didn't see the video where I upgraded this guitar from the stock pickups, you can check that out. I'll put a card up here, or I'll link it in the description, and that way you could actually compare the stock to the Fishman Fluence moderns to these new Tim Henson pickups. Okay, let's get that out and check it out. All right, this is my Ibanez RG7321. I had the Fishman Fluence Moderns installed in this a while back, like we talked about earlier. Do you remember? Just a second ago. We're plugged into the Quad Cortex because what else would I be using in this video? This is a capture that I made of the 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 Prometheus amplifier. I'm using an IR. You can download the IR in my Discord. There's a link for that in the description. I love the way this guitar sounds, man. I think it sounds really, really good. I think the Fishman Fluence Moderns were a really big upgrade. But we'll see about the Tim Henson signature pickups. I'm really stoked to check those out. I think they're gonna look really good in this guitar. Let's go through these pickups here on a clean channel real quick, just for, you know, more comparison. So the bridge, this is position 2. Position 3. Position 4. And position 5. Now I do have the coil tap knob here, but I believe when I have these pickups installed, I didn't opt to have it activated or switch to the single coil type voicing because I don't know why. I don't have a good reason for that. The only reason that I say that is because I have had more experience with Fishman Fluence Moderns lately, especially in the Solar X guitar. Maybe you guys have seen me play on the channel, and I noticed the difference a lot when you pull the coil tap and you really get it in that single coil pickup mode. Sounds quite a bit different. Not so much the case with this guitar, but when we have these new Tim Henson pickups installed, I'm gonna get someone who knows what they're doing a lot more than I do to help me out with the install, so that way they're installed correctly, and I would suggest that to any of you that are looking to upgrade to Fishman Fluence. That way you get the most out of them. Let's do some more chugs before we install the pickups. I have the guitar here, the pickups are installed, but let's talk some details about these pickups before I forget. So here they are installed, and you can see previously I had to have these slots routed out a little bit for the Fishman Fluence Moderns. They actually fit in these cavities with a little bit of room to spare, so I just wanted to mention that. Again, do your due diligence, measure twice, cut once, all of that good stuff. I added these cool knobs on too. That's neat, right? The other thing that I want to mention is with the pickup selector. Before, with Fishman Fluence Moderns, I had a 5-way pickup selector that just came in this guitar. Now you can wire it with a pickup selector like that, but the guy that I took this to told me that this pickup selector would be better. I'll put it on screen what it's called, but this pickup selector did not come with the guitar. Again, you just want to check all of this information out before you plan the install on your pickups. They have a plethora of this information on their website. I also had these pickups installed and configured with page 10, I believe. Again, I'll put it on screen, how they're configured, but that will come into play here in the demo portion of this video, so just wanted to mention that. Okay, I feel like that's all of the disclaimers I need to make with the pickup install, so let's get some new strings on this and let's hear how they sound. Fishman Fluence Tim Henson set installed in my Ibanez here. You can see I went with the white ones. Probably talked about this earlier. I think they look classy. I think they look nice on a black guitar like this. You know, it kind of makes the white binding pop out a little bit more. It's kind of cool. Let's go to this clean channel here. I have my little pickup wiring diagram here so I can tell you what's going on. We're on the bridge pickup, and this is position 1, which has 2 voices using the coil tap. So this is voice 1. They're very like articulate. They have good string separation. They're almost like spanky, I guess, is what I would say. This is what voice 2 sounds like when you use the coil tap. Almost like single coil-ish. It's definitely more full with the switch in. Now we have position 2, which is the bridge and the neck pickup. This position sounds really good. It's very like... It has even more of that single coil sort of sound. It sounds really nice. Now in this position, we don't have any selectable features. See, it sounds the same with it in or out. Next, we're gonna go to position 3, which is both pickups, and we have voices 1 and 2 selectable with the switch here. Here's the other voice. Next we have position 4, which is the neck pickup plus the neck side of the bridge pickup. go back to position 2. It's almost like the inverse of position 2. It has that really single coil sound to it, but more geared towards the neck pickup than the bridge pickup. We don't have a selectable option on position 4, but let's move to position 5, which is the neck pickup, and we have the selectable option here with the tone knob. And here's voice 2. So there you go. There are a ton of tonal options with these pickups, like all Fishman Fluence pickups, at least the ones I've tried. And I think these sound really good. They kind of lend themselves a little bit more towards that like twangy, spanky sort of sound that like you probably associate with Tim Henson. We should probably try to learn some 𝗏𝗶𝗶𝗶 riffs though, huh? What kind of video would this be if I didn't at least try to play a 𝗏𝗏𝗶𝗶𝗶 riff? Feels odd. What am I getting myself into, dog?
So the easiest way to go about learning this riff is to split it up into different phrases. So we're gonna go ahead and start with this first phrase.
Why isn't this working? Maybe I'm doing this wrong. Hold on a second here. Okay, there we go. I think that's the closest I'm gonna get. So point in case, a pink sweater and Tim Henson pickups might not make you play like Tim Henson, but you know, the sound is like there. The sound is really solid. I need to take this sweater off. It's like way too hot in here for a sweater. Was the sweater gag worth it? The sweater cost like $20, by the way. Okay, let's go back to some caveman chugs. Like the only thing I'm proficient at here. You can really hear the string separation in those big chords. They sound really good, dude. They sound great. And especially with all of the voicing variations and stuff, especially with clean tones, I think that's where they really shine. But all in all, really, really solid pickup set, really solid upgrade for 7-string guitar, especially, you know, if you saw me upgrade the guitar from the stock pickups that were originally in it. Massive difference. Shout out to Fishman for sponsoring this video. Shout out to you for being here with me. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, consider subscribing, or better yet, joining these lovely people over here on Patreon, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.